Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I'm Jason, your host, and this is a message to developers of survival games. As far as I'm concerned, and I've played a lot of so-called survival games, from DayZ to Rust, to all these different flavours of survival and the forest and everything. And The Long Dark is still my favourite. Now, I think one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is that it's very easy to fall into tropes when it comes to survival games. Aliens, zombies, PvP, supernatural. How many actual survival games do you have if you take away those tropes? One of the things that makes The Long Dark a true survival game is you can never win. You are against nature. You are not on the top of the food chain at all. There is not infinite weapons. There is not infinite ammo. You don't respawn. You die, that's it for your save game. It's gone. Every decision you make, every time you decide to leave your cabin that you've decided as your home, you could be dead. You've got to keep an eye on the weather. You've got to keep an eye on it. And then just because the game, you would think, some people would think that The Long Dark was boring because there's no aliens, there's no zombies, there's no other people to fight. But I think that's what makes it special. You see, it's easy to cop out and let players provide the content. That's one of the things you'll notice with a lot of the games out there that are supposedly survival games, when they're really just mocked up battle royales, even if they last months and months and months. You're still relying on players to provide content instead of creating it yourself. Every part of The Long Dark is a masterclass. From the sound design, to the visuals, to the weather systems, to the way the animals interact. The isolation. There's just nothing like it out there. I wish there was. I would prefer to go around a wolf than chance getting hurt from a wolf. Because if I haven't got pain pills, if I haven't got antiseptic wash, a wolf could shred my trousers and I fucking end up bare-legged in fucking -20 and die of hypothermia. My gun could get damaged, my equipment could get damaged. Taking on a single wolf could be worse than anything else. I streamed this game a lot. I love this game. And a lot of people are very amazed at how much depth there is to it. How many consequences, how much life can change in an instant. A lot of time when you see me play The Long Dark, it looks really almost zen-like, meditative. You wander around, you explore, you go through these beautiful places where everybody's dead and you're the last one. And then on an instant, a wolf can attack. And unlike in most games, wolves don't just charge straight at you. They zigzag, they angle, they come in on you from the side. And then there's the timber wolves. And now there's the cougar that will hunt you. You may not have any ammo. You may not have any equipment. You've got to decide, do I use my ammo now? Is it useful for this? Or should I save it to actually when I need food? Hunting expeditions are not guaranteed. It is survival. To survive as long as you can until the weather or the animals or a simple mistake gets you. I mean, I've been out there doing amazing things, wonderful things, going exploring and that, and all of a sudden a whiteout has appeared. Temperatures drop so far down that even with the best clothing, I'm getting a -20 wind chill on top. I've been in parts of the area where you're trying to survive hypothermia and you're wandering around in the blooming snowy area trying to find your way because you've got lost in the weather, and you're picking up little bits of sticks off the ground and hoping that this time you'll find a corner somewhere where the wind won't change direction and blow your fire out after it's been on for half an hour. Why you won't take an hour's rest and then find that your fire has gone out because the wind changed direction while you were trying to rest. It's not about ramping up the difficulty as well. It's not about just making the game harder or making the enemies harder. Most survival games that have multiplayer in end up devolving into PvP. And a lot of the reason is because the world isn't a challenge. The zombies are never a challenge. I mean, DayZ, the zombies are never really a challenge once you get past a certain point. The people are a challenge, and some people like that. But it brings up this idea that we'd like to think that PvP is the highest form of thing if you survive against that. Well, really, people are just idiots most of the time. I wish there was more games like The Long Dark. Every time I die in The Long Dark, it doesn't frustrate me. It makes me go, hey, okay, let's start again. Let's see if I can get further. Let's see if I can last longer. Let's have a different base. Let's set ourselves out in bloody Coastal Highway instead of Pleasant Valley. Let's try exploring Timberwolf Mountains without any stuff except for a blooming pair of a t-shirt and trousers and see how long I last. This is a true survival game and one of the most beautiful games I've ever played. This also shows an idea with the art style and that you do not need photorealistic graphics to look amazing. This will run on an integrated graphics from blooming like 2020 easily. I've got a computer downstairs, a GTAC that's got a 10th generation Intel processor, and it's got an integrated. It hasn't even got the new Iris protocols. It's just a UHD graphics integrated, and that can play this game, and it looks just as beautiful, and it's on nearly every system out there. I really wish that there were more games like this with a sense of wonder. And the mapping system. Now you can map the area, but there isn't any GPS. Doesn't show you where on the map. You can map the area by using charcoal that you can get from fires. You go outside the house, you use it, and you create like a little map of the area around you, and you can build up that map. I've never done that. I never play this game with a map because the areas are actually areas that have been built and created. They're not random. And therefore you slowly over time get to know where everything is. You get to know where the power lines lead. You get to know where the railway track leads. You don't need a map because you use this up here. And that's amazing to me. We need more games like this. We really do need more games because this kind of game improves your mental acuity when you're playing. I can remember nearly every single map in this game. I know where all the landmarks are. There's a few places that you can drop me in there, especially with places with the wooded areas. And if I start on a night, which I usually start at midnight with a blizzard these days, just for a challenge, and I will just find my way. And I'll remember that little creek, that little broken branch, that little burnt out thingy, the where this road goes to, where those power lines lead to, which way direction to go. That's a wonderful achievement. In games these days, it's too easy to the only PvP games I ever used to like is PvP games on mods and ones that EVE Online. Because if you died, you lost everything. I stopped playing PvP as soon as they made it so that you could just respawn if you died. And that all you lost was a ranking or something. And a little score at the end of a match. Boring as hell. If I go into PvP, I want to put everything on the line. Everything I have on me can go. It's just a pity that there's not more games like this. The atmosphere in this game is so well done though. It's a game I usually play as well in the summer because it actually makes you feel cold playing the game. The sound of the wind, the crunch of the snow, the feel of the everything actually makes you start to feel physically cold while you're playing it. I absolutely love it. Anyway, I hope you're all having a good day. Bye bye for now.